Alright, let me go on to Sam.
What's up, MP?
What's up?
You all done with the all-season work?
For so far. Ja Morant to Lakers. Scoot Anderson's to Memphis. We got Luka Doncic. Steph Curry retired. Oh, dude, get Luka. Oh, we're going. Jalen Green to Lakers. We really got Luka. Wow, that's crazy. Is it because Curry retired? Like, how old is Luka? Well, he's a shooting guard or power forward. Shooting guard. On-court shoes will be added.
New year, new social video
I
theme.
can't sing because I have
What's it gonna
these.
be this
Well, I'll
time?
pretty much just do these, I guess.
I don't know. Give me a sec.
You good to go? We can shoot later if you need time.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah. I got it now. You're gonna love this one.
Let's see. Seven assists. One, two, three, four.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, MP here, to announce that Out of Bounds is about to drop.
Looking good, MP.
I get my ring. Stuff
Warriors fans, get on your feet and make some noise for the NBA champions, your Golden State Warriors. Your head coach is Steve Kerr.
start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their team.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly.
Cat had 41.
Look at this. Cramming. Like a college student.
Hey, that's what we do when we got a big test tonight.
Not just another game?
Hey, there's never just another game, Xander.
Still, this one's a big one, right?
Hey, they're all a big one. Yeah, and this king is studying the other guy's pick and roll defense. If I'm gonna show y'all.
He about to tear the roof off. What's that there, MP?
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And
The thing is on the Kings now?
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony. And Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. So, Legs, here we are at the very beginning of an NBA season. Were you a quick starter, or did you have to build up as the season went on?
Well, Kevin, I didn't have a choice. I always tried to come into training camp in the best shape of anybody in there. I wasn't going to run around too many guys, so I had to run away from them. I learned that early in my career. But, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily shoot the ball well out of the gate. That really was season by season.
And for those not following the latest buzz, a new target has been set up by MP to collect more assists than anyone on teams they face.
And all the hype around this means we should expect to see MP controlling the ball for most of their possessions. He will have to have his head on a swivel on passing and creating scoring opportunities.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. And for the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I spoke with MP before the game about his playmaking, and he told me his goal is pretty simple. When he creates more opportunities for his team than their opponents can, they usually win. So that's what he's set on doing.
Yeah, don't complicate it. Seems pretty straightforward. Thank you. Drills the three-pointer.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Doncic with the steal. Jumps up. It's hauled in by the Kings. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity. Of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
And there's the bucket from MP. Well, they say three's company. Well, GA for MP, three titles and counting. He's joining some pretty historic company.
And especially when you're talking about those bus drivers, right? The great players who guided their teams to the promised land time and again. There's nothing more impressive.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Santos has checked in. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. Fourth, the Kings.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Murray against Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Sacramento again missing.
He is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And MP throws it down hard. And the three-peat for MP. Greg, the first one in a while.
And those Kobe Shaq Lakers, the last team to win 3 in a row, doing it all the way back in the early 2000s.
Driving the lane.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Doncic outside. Back to MP. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by the Kings.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Out to Porzingis. To the inside. Olic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian.
And here is MP. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio. Kuzma outside. Off the mark there with a three-point shot. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray, no good. Warriors leading by 9. MP outside. Kuzma passes to MP. Back to Kuzma. Here's Santos. Headed by Porzingis. The deep three from Murray. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control. For the Warriors, Warriors. Dort comes in for Walker. And MP subbed in for Howard. MP out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Santos in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. MP finds Carter. Carter against MP. Lock at 6. Carter, the pass to Dort. Golden State needs to get off the shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Jabari Walker's checked in for the Warriors. Keegan Murray's checked in for Sacramento. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He dropped 13 points and drilled a few from outside the arc, helping open up the floor. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It looked like he could do anything he wanted out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
It was so impressive how he got to his spot. And when you do that, the ball will find you.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 54-second violation.
I didn't know that's how
some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Walker. There at the pass to Murray. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Jackson with the screen. MP kicks to Jackson. Kicks it out to MP. Carter with the screen on Murray. 5 to shoot. MP passes to Jackson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Carter finds MP. Carter sets the pick for MP. Back to Carter to end the cold streak. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Murray with it. And it's Carter picking him up. The 19-foot shot rebounded by Jackson.
And that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Nice D from Porzingis. The Kings have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9.
And with his mobility, Murray doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be effective. His movement and energy alone puts pressure on the defense.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Warriors. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jackson. Now, here's MP. Tight defense on him. Over in the corner, Dort. MP deciding where to go with it. Towns, high post. For Porzingis. And it's Towns missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that old.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Kings on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
There it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And taking a look at the Kings, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
They have been disruptive.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Cheeky hands it from downtown.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
MP left side. Pass to Dort. They swipe it. Murray with it.
How does it work?
Here, call for the screen. Quick press R1. You see the change with fade. Then the player will do pick and pop. You need to hold L1 all the possession. Then quick press R1. You can press back and he do again pick and roll. So that's how you do the...
He's picked up by Doncic. Barrett against Kuzma. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. The three for Doncic. And Doncic with the triple.
And it's so hard to take away a three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Fourth, MP.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Olic, covered by MP. Pass to Barrett for three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, my defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now, MP. He's got 6. So the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Back to Kuzma. Fires it up. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists now tonight.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catches.
2 minutes. Barrett finds Porzingis, plays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 6.
And where is the leadership? Because in the second half, they just haven't brought the same energy defensively.
Doncic outside. Back to MP. Towns sets the pick for MP. Doncic outside. MP passes to Towns. That 3 off the mark.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Throw it down, Keegan. Mr. Murray flying high.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings. Lou Dort out there with MP. Then there's Carter. And there's Jackson. And it's Santos. And it's small forward. That's the Warriors 5.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Carter with the screen. MP kicks to Carter. Pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Golden State. Carter with the screen on Carter. MP with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. 3 on the clock. And here's MP for 3. The rebound by McBride.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Kings leading now by 11. And it's Carter penetrating. Takes it off the glass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And once again last season, MP was voted to the first-team All-NBA squad. That's his 3rd time, GA. We may be getting used to it at this point, but, man, it shouldn't diminish the accomplishment, should it?
The consistency we see from MP on a season-by-season basis is tremendous. Kevin, it is no easy feat to land on the first team that many times.
For Sacramento, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Clifford. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here's MP for 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Spins. Now Barrett, 6 to shoot. Olic, covered by MP. Towns with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Porzingis pulls it down. Kings leading now by 9. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Olic, covered by MP. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Now Porzingis. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the deal.
And down goes the 3. And coming off his 2nd league MVP award, Greg MP is certainly cementing his place as one of the best to ever do it.
Well, Kevin, you look at the players to win multiple MVPs. Every single one in the Hall or headed there, and he'll be no exception.
And one way players look to expand their game,
get the fuck
adding
out of
counter
here.
moves to keep defense.